I'm going to be cracking down on my editing style. Yeah, that's how we're going to start this off. Hey guys, it's raining again. Sorry, I did a lot off camera on this world. You may also realize I have shaders and stuff. Very nice. For those curious, I'm using the BSL shaders. And I have a resource pack called Stay True. I think it's Stay True if I remember correctly. Which is basically like a vanilla plus resource pack. It pretty much keeps everything looking like vanilla Minecraft while also giving it a bit of extra flair to it to make it look a little more unique. What the hell? How the hell? Anyways, for the topic of the video, what do I mean by like I'm cracking down on my video editing or whatever? Alright, so let's start from the beginning of what this video is going to be about. And I guess just one more thing, sorry. I know I'm fucking stopping myself a lot, but I did get a new keyboard and mouse, and the keyboard is... I don't know if that could be heard or not, but if you do hear a bunch of clicks or whatever, then I do formally apologize. Yeah, I think I've already been to this village, I think, yeah. But yeah, if you do hear any of that stuff, I do apologize. So to give you guys some backstory, I've been editing videos for a little over 10-ish years. Maybe a bit longer even, I'm not sure. But I've definitely been going at it for a lot longer than what I originally remember, because like, Jesus Christ. Now, obviously, I'm not a good YouTuber at all, nor am I a popular one or anything like that. I'm just someone who does this for a hobby. It's just a fun little thing. This side channel that you guys are watching this on, it's literally just me mindlessly mumbling with very, very minimal edits. Like, nothing special, nothing crazy or whatever, right? It's just me yapping. Meanwhile, the main channel has the stuff that's actually got some effort to it. Maybe not the most effort, but effort nonetheless. Now, back throughout, like, I'd say 2018 to 2021-ish, right? I'd say that's where my editing was, like, slowly going uphill, and it was at its peak, if you will. My style of editing wasn't anything too different from what most funny moments YouTubers did, but it was like, you know, adding some text for like when people say things, some occasional zoom edits, tracking zoom edits. I don't know what you would call those, tracking zoom I don't know what you would call that, but you know, it's like when you zoom in on something specific and you have, I guess, the scene tracking on that specific thing. Like, I don't really know how else I'd really describe it, to be honest with you. But the point is, I've done all kinds of different edits in the past, and you know, there's been some good, there's been some bad, there's been some questionable, but all in all, I've always had fun editing. And I've always felt that what I was putting out, well, not the best thing in the world, was at least of decent quality. Up until recently, that is. My edits for the longest time have been simple, but they get the job done and people like them. Or I think people like them. I don't know. I never asked them. Recently, well, not recently. It's been like a kind of ongoing thing, sort of. Not really. Where for the longest while, right, my edits have been questionable. I've been very lazy with what I do. I haven't been doing as many interesting edits as I used to, and all of that stuff. Why not, though? I mean, why wouldn't I want to have a bunch of cool edits in my video? Well, at first I thought it was me being burnt out on video editing, because, like I said, I've been editing for a really long time, so I was thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe I'm just burnt out, you know? Maybe I've been doing this for so long that I just might need to take a little break. So I did. I haven't been making, like, I wasn't making videos for a while. And I also wasn't even streaming that often on Twitch. Hell, I still don't stream that often on Twitch like I used to. But you know what I mean. I've been basically taking a break from everything. And once I was, like, starting to feel like, you know what? I kind of want to get back into this. Same kind of thing. I wasn't really editing the videos as much. And if I was, it was fine. It was rushed, but it was fine. Let's just say, with how much I rush things, I would be a great person to hire at Sega HQ. You know, they like rushing their stuff, right? You know? Yeah, I don't know. And it was tricky for me to actually continue making videos to the point to where when I was making the Code Vein 2 video, I had to fucking use... I had to fucking... Oh god, why am I like... My brain is like dying, I'm sorry. I had to use this sort of software on Steam. I believe it was something along the lines of like... It was called like, I think it was Chill Lo-Fi or something like that. I think it was Lo-Fi Chill With You, and it was like there was lo-fi in the background of the game, and there's an anime girl you talk to, Satone. And the main reason I used that was because there was this like a little timer on it. I don't remember what it was called specifically, but what it was is you set for how long you'll be working and for how long you take a break and how many cycles you want to go through that. That's how I've managed to get myself through the fucking Code Vein 2 video, because otherwise, I mean, it probably wouldn't even be uploaded by now if that were the case, if I'm being absolutely real with you. Editing has been so weird for me as of late. I don't know really how else to explain it. Like, I just haven't been editing as much as I used to, and when I do edit, it's subpar, very minimal, nothing too crazy or whatever. I just sort of do it for the sake of doing it. Now, this is where the main topic of the video comes in, to me basically being like, I'm going to step back from... Well, not step back from editing, rather, I'm going to tone down my edits. Ugh, I can't talk. Basically, if you watched one of my older videos, like, for example, my last traditional VR chat video, I think it was like desktop user returns a VR chat or something along those lines, and then you compare it to my latest Doom 2016 video, which... Please watch that video. It's short and stupid, but it was fun, and it was for Doom 2016's 10th anniversary, and like, there's like nobody watching it, and I'm like, why? Do you want me to play the game filled with PDF files? Do you guys want me to play Roblox instead? You guys want me to play a bad game? That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. I hate that my second most viewed video on that channel is the Sonic Speed Simulator one that I made recently. That was meant to be a joke video. It was meant to be a joke video, and it managed to garner so many views for no reason. For no reason. Did it deserve it? No, it did fucking not. Under what circumstance would that have been worth having the amount of views that it did? That makes no fucking sense. But anyways, you look in between like that one VR chat video and the Doom 2016 video that I made recently. So what's the sitch? What's the dealio with that? Well, to put it into simple terms that anyone can understand, I want to try to slowly get my editing style to be similar to that. Minimal edits, but still having something nice to go off of. Do they follow me when I have these out? Oh, they do! They follow me when I have the lilacs out. Or was it just coincidental? No, they follow me when I have the lilacs out. Interesting. That's cute. I did not know that. But yeah, I want to try to get my videos to be sort of like that, if you will. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this structure? This isn't a part of a village, is it? Oh no, it is. I'm stupid. Anyways, I want to make it like the Doom 2016 video where it's very minimal, nothing too crazy or whatever, right? And some people will say like, well, that sounds a tad bit on the lazy side. Look, just because you're correct doesn't mean it matters. I put arrows in here like a dumbass. Can you not push me, you fucking cocksucker? But anyways, you're like, oh, well, isn't that kind of lazy editing? Not necessarily. Let me explain. I can cook up like some of the craziest edits or whatever, and 9 times out of 10, probably no one's gonna watch it. Like, no one's gonna watch the video, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm only really doing this as a hobby. I don't do it to take anything seriously or whatever. And with that said, if I'm only doing this for a hobby, then and I'm not even that good of a YouTuber to begin with. Like I said, I'm not even all that popular or cool or anything like that. Some people might disagree. I don't know where they get off thinking that, but I mean, I don't judge. I don't judge. But also just, I've noticed that a lot of people who've been making videos recently on YouTube, whether they're new YouTubers or maybe they've been doing all this stuff for quite some time, they've been doing like these like minimal edits. Not to say that they don't edit their content. Far from it. They obviously do edit their content, and from what I have seen, they do a really good job with it. It's simple, straight to the point kind of stuff. I kind of like that more. It feels a little more genuine, feels a little more authentic. With all these crazy ass edits I've been seeing, it feels, I don't know, less personalized. And I'm not saying that like you can't enjoy those kind of editing styles, far from it. I mean, I obviously enjoy it, otherwise I wouldn't have made those type of videos for as long as I did. But I don't know, I've been recently like looking back being like, I liked how YouTube was, where editing was super simple. And that's probably why I've been making a lot more videos on here, because I'm like, you know what, this style just works better for me. I like these sort of like talking videos. And if I ever do decide to make more highlight videos on the main channel, then they're going to be simplified edits similarly to this one, because I just don't feel like making a bunch of crazy edits anymore. It's just not fun anymore, and it takes up so much time. What is happening in here? But yeah, it'll make it to where I can get videos out better, faster, I mean, sorry, don't know where better came from. And overall, it just be more worth it and more fun to just make simple videos for fun rather than just for the sake of trying to pump out some great old content. Because again, I'm not even a good YouTuber. It's a hobby I do this for, so it's like, why should I have to take anything seriously with it? I shouldn't have to. And the point of me making this video is not to implore you guys to like let's say you're a YouTuber or you're someone who makes content. Sorry. I guess I should say you're someone who makes content. Maybe you, just like me, you're doing this for fun, or maybe you want to try to make it big. Honestly, I don't think you need to do all those like crazy big edits. If you want to, and if it gives you the satisfaction, and especially and a bonus if your community likes it, then go for it. Do that, right? But if you're someone who's starting off new or whatever, listen, bud, you don't have to go all the way out immediately. You don't need to do all this crazy shit. Are there... Oh no, those are red mushrooms. I was like, is that another... But yeah, you don't need to go all out with editing. Just do what you know you can, you know? Do what you think is fun for you. Because there's no point in fucking around with a lot of this shit otherwise, if that makes sense. Like, if you're gonna immediately try to burn yourself out by making, you know, quote-unquote quality content, then what the fuck is the point in making content, you know? You should make what you want to make and do it how you want to do it. And the problem is, and this is, I don't know if it's the fault of, like, the YouTube algorithm or the younger generation that watches YouTube these days. They want all these flashy lights and colors and shit. Like, and what sucks about it, here's what really sucks about it. It's not like a traditional, like, when I say younger generation, I'm not talking about, like, oh, like, kids like seeing, like, flashing colors and stuff. You know, they're kids, they like the stimulation and whatnot. No, if it was just that, that would be no problem. We know that kids, they like seeing flashy colors and stuff. They like that sort of stuff. Unless they're epileptic, then, you know, that's a problem. But I'm talking mainly even the ones that are, like, in their early or late-ish teen, maybe, like, mid-teens, honestly. They just want all this fucking dumbass, slop-ass, garbage-ass shit. I'm not even just referring to, like, the terrible AI memes or whatever. I'm not even talking that. I'm just talking, like, everyone wants all this weird, like, brain-rotty content that's, like, I can't give, like, the best examples because I haven't looked into it in a long little while, but some of the biggest shit that I've seen from the last time I saw it, last time I looked into it was like maybe a few months ago. The stupidest thing that I've seen was like, oh, like, I don't know. It was like, look at these AI memes and have them fight in Minecraft. That was one thing I saw, and I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How have we devolved? How have we devolved? What sucks is those brain rotty trash videos, right? They're still edited really well. And that's what sucks to me. I'm like, you have all this skill, and you use it for arguably one of the worst things in the world. Anyways, I got to the actual main point of all of this, right? I want you guys to, take this video with a grain of salt, mainly because, again, I want you guys to do what you want to do for your channels, right? If you want to make something that's like heavily edited, masterclass sort of shit or whatever, right? That's up to you, okay? That is up to you. But I also, if you feel like you're getting burnt out of doing that, or it's just not as fun as what it used to be, learn to pace yourself. Learn to slow down and take a step back. Maybe edit a little less. Make things a bit simple. I'm not saying to do that permanently, but like, some people, it helps them out, Some people it helps them out. How I came across this idea was honestly from a video that someone was talking about when it comes to YouTube content these days versus how it was back then. And honestly, it really resonated with me because I'm like, wait a minute, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense, One of the comments of that said ChatGPT as like script or whatever. And I'm like, bruv, what are you talking about? Are you high? Are you high? I don't even know where they got that idea from. But then again, I've never seen a ChatGPT script ever in my life, so what do I know? Maybe it actually was a ChatGPT script or whatever. But regardless, I will admit that the video in question that I did watch, it was pretty well, it was good for me, honestly. It made me think like, oh, you know what? Maybe I don't need to have all these crazy edits. Maybe, honestly, I was just thinking about all this shit for literally no reason. Like, I'm not a popular YouTuber. Again, not even a good one. So why should I have to worry about what kind of content I make unless I'm not having fun with it? Like, if I'm having fun making the type of content that I do, then who cares, right? Who fucking cares? I should make what I want to make because it's fun, not because, oh, it's what the algorithm wants. You know what? The algorithm can suck my fucking dick. My algorithm's terrible anyway. Like, it's god-awful. It doesn't even show me anything in relation to shit that I've watched in the past. I could watch, like, 20 Minecraft videos, and then somehow my feed will be filled with politics for literally no reason. I don't know why. I don't know how. All I know is fuck you guys. In any case, that's kind of all I have for this video. I just figured it'd be a nice little, like, talking video to sort of be like, hey, I'm gonna be making a bit less crazy, like a bit less, well, I don't want to say crazy edits. They were never really crazy edits to begin with, right? But it was more or less like, it doesn't need to be anything too special. It could just be stuff that I make for the absolute fun of the game, if you will. I don't know how else to really describe it, honestly. I just want to be able to look at the stuff I make, right, and look at it and be like, you know what? Even though this isn't like heavily edited and it's maybe not the best type of content in the world, I could still look at it with a smile and be like, yeah, I made that video. And I'm proud of me making that video. That's all I want. That's all I want for me. And that's what I want for other people, is to, whether you make big or smaller content, or crazy edits or no crazy edits, or maybe no edits at all, if you're into that kind of thing, just enjoy what you make, because like, if you're not enjoying what you're making, then what's the point in it all? What's the point in making a bunch of content if you're not gonna have fun with it? I don't know, maybe that's just me, and I'm just a little dumb fuck who doesn't understand a lot of things and whatever, but like, seriously though, just make what you want to make. Who's gonna fucking stop you? And who knows, that small little thing that you do make, someone might really enjoy it. You never know. You never know. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like a stupid dumb fucking idiot, and all that garbage. Wee. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got for this video. Hope you have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever it is where you're at when you're watching this video. And just be sure to have a good one.